What's up, everybody? Logan Nash here with Legion Jiu-Jitsu. Here today to talk to you about, in my opinion, a really underrated game that gets played, and that's getting to side control and pulling out the lapels. So whenever I get to side control in the gi, that's the first thing I do is start pulling out the lapels of my opponent. And I'm going to show you 3 really easy attacks that really just make it hard for your opponent to deal with. Jiu-Jitsu is all about making this an unfair fight. And once you get to side control, you're already getting there. But once you start pulling out the lapels and trapping arms, it just becomes a whole different ball game. So I hope you find this video useful. If you can, give us a like and a share, and go train. Os. What's going on, guys? Logan Nash here, joined with Katie Dunn, and we're here today to show you 3 lapel chokes that I think everybody should know. A couple great options. When you're in side control, like in my opinion, the first thing you should do if you're wearing the gi and you're a side control player is immediately start pulling out the lapel of your opponent or of yourself and start attacking. And I'm here today to just show you a couple of reasons why. So we're going to start in side control. So again, once I pass, this person can start making a frame, and my general goal is to pin my partner, especially their far shoulder down. So one of the cool things that happens when I'm in side control, and whether I turn in or base, I've got to constantly be blocking the hips of my partner with either my knee or my hand, and then I can start pulling out this lapel. Now, when I pull out this lapel, I want to really make sure that I get it out, not just here, but I get it out from underneath the back of my training partner. Okay, so I'm really pulling all the slack out, ensuring that it's all the way out from the belt line, all the way behind the back, right? And then once I feed this, whether it be to this hand here, I'm going to show you a couple different options as well. I'm now pinning the shoulder of my training partner down with their lapel, right? So now I've got a little less pressure on having to control this far arm. I can worry about blocking the hips, holding my position, and I also have a really strong grip of my training partner, and I can really apply a lot of shoulder pressure from here. So once I achieve this first grip, the first option is we're looking to pass it under the head, palm facing down as I transfer, right? Now I want to get it really deep because I can always slide my grip down, but it's a lot harder to slide my grip back up. So I want to get as deep as I can because I can adjust that deep. Now, just like I would want to apply a good shoulder pressure, I'm going to really curl my elbow behind and almost do like a bicep curl as I pull my training partner in. All right. For my first attack, I'm going to grab the belt or post my hand on the mat. I'm going to pop up to a knee on belly position. Knee right about above the belt line. Really a strong knee on belly here. So my training partner starts to worry about this and not what I'm going to do up here. My leg is actively posting, staying strong. Now, a big mistake that people oftentimes make when finishing the baseball choke here is they try to reach their hand and really try to just grab the gi here, which is what I'm trying to do, but there's a better way of doing it. Instead, I've got the grip with my left hand here. With my right hand, I'm going to cup the head of my training partner, and now I'm going to feed the left hand into my right hand, palm facing up, right? And this is a baseball bat choke because it's like we're holding a baseball bat. One palm down, one palm up. The hand nearest to me is palm down. The hand furthest from me is palm up. Now, a couple different ways to finish this once we're here. A lot of the times you're going to immediately start posting and grabbing my bicep or elbow. What I like to do is take my knee on belly and knee cut to block that arm and trap that arm. Jiu-Jitsu is all about making this an unfair fight. I'm really starting to do this now with the lapel and with the arm pin. Now, one thing that's really important to do here as I pass around and walk around the head is to get my head down on my training partner. People who are really flexible as you go to finish this can oftentimes bring their legs in and attack an arm bar. Boom. And you'll find yourself in big trouble. So I want to immediately, as I come around the head, get my head down on my partner's belt. I'm driving my choking arm down to the floor as I walk around the head. Right. Okay. So another way to finish this is to just sprawl out. And again, look, I can lift a step over the head and drive that elbow down. Third way of finishing this, I always call like the suicide version, is to just go to my back. It's really a riskier way of going about it, but it really works well if you're really really confident in your choke, or maybe you're down on points and your first couple options weren't working. Okay, so I'm gonna roll over my training partner as I turn and face their head. And now I'm gonna turn my hips and my whole body away as I really wanna try to drive them through, almost like I'm doing a judo throw and bringing him through. One more time. So again, I'm passing that through, palm down, super tight. As I pop up, and as I'm trying to get this correct grip, I like to slide my hand down a little to make room for my right hand. Now I oftentimes have to cut, head down, finish. Right? Or I can go over the top and finish that way. So that's the baseball bat choke. Another great option, when I'm in this position and I get my grip to here, a lot of the time they start blocking my knee on belly. Whether it's in here, I'm just having trouble. I'm really having to just worry about holding the position here. What I'm gonna look to do is expose this area. So I'm gonna come under my own arm and look to pass it. I have to keep my pressure. I like to sit out here. Right? So maybe I was blocking the hips and then look, I brought that through. I'm still keeping pressure with my shoulder as I pass the lapel into my hand, palm up. Now from here, once I get this grip, I personally let my partner turn and face me, because this is gonna help me. Grab that second grip, really important detail. Elbow in to your training partner's chest. Drive it to the floor. If you want to stay here, you can. Some people like to sprawl. As you finish the cross choke, just super basic cross choke. One more time, I pass that up, palm down. I switch, I'm staying here. Another thing I like to do is I'll oftentimes look to trap my training partner's arms. Again, making this an unfair fight. Getting this grip. Palm up, palm down. And again, sometimes this is really easy to finish from here. Sometimes I like to let them turn in and face me. And sometimes I'll bring this arm across and you can just finish this here with your shoulder pressure and their own arm across, almost like a triangle. So that's the cross choke. The last one I'm gonna show you, I really like to do when they're giving me a hard time passing this lapel into my top hand. I'm just having a tough time. So what I like to do is I like to start blocking the hips coming over north-south. It's gonna be a lot easier to grab the lapel here than it is to come under their head, under their arm. That's much tougher. So I go around the hips, I go north-south. Now I'm literally gonna try to pass the lapel of my training partner under their hips. Sometimes this is achieved when they turn away, but sometimes I can just do it by coming under. And a lot of the times, once I get here, they'll start trying to bridge and try to turn in, and that'll make it really easy to feed that back as well. But if that isn't working, again, I'll like let them turn in, let them turn away, get my hand underneath, and then it becomes a lot easier. And then look, I really want to pull that slack. When I pull that slack, it makes my training partner turn away from me, which is what I'm looking to do. Like when I'm in side control, my partner's trying to turn in and face me. This grip makes it incredibly difficult to do that. Okay? So a lot of the time, once we get here, their only option is going to be to turn away. Now you can come up and you can start catching the turtle. You can start catching the back, getting back exposure over the lapels. But one thing I really like to do is when I'm in here and I'm staying tight, is as they start to turn away, I'm going to feed my hand in, just my thumb. Just a little bit. So this is kind of like a reverse bread cutter, paper cutter. I'm feeding that thumb in, keeping it down low. And now when they turn away, I drive that in, and sit in, and face the legs, turning it into a paper cutter. So again, I fed that lapel underneath. And once this lapel's underneath, try to turn it and face me. Without even applying pressure, my training partner can't turn and face me. So I'm staying here on top. And again, sometimes you can just cup the shoulder. They try to turn away, they're going to go right into your shoulder. So those are 3 lapel chokes that I really, I have a lot of fun with playing, and they really go well with each other. And again, I think any experienced competitor should be really looking to apply lapel chokes to your game if you're a deep competitor. Especially the bigger guys have a really good time with these side control lapel chokes. So hopefully you can try them out, practice them. If you have any questions or anything to discuss on this, I'm more than happy to talk about it. Please send me a message. I'm happy to discuss any of this. Love to talk more about this kind of game. So again, I appreciate you watching this video today. Hope you have a good day and you have the opportunity to train today.